Shooting anamorphic footage is an incredible experience, but it often comes at the cost of a lot of problems. Like the cost, image distortion, and post-processing, to just name a few. But one problem makes working with anamorphic a real challenge: the weight. Anamorphic lenses are typically larger and heavier compared to spherical lenses, which can affect mobility and portability on set, as well as require additional support equipment such as lens support that adds even more weight. And heavy lens will increase the risk of camera shake, resulting in blurry or shaky footage. They can be challenging to transport, especially when you're shooting on location or in remote areas. And you will need to take breaks during your shoot to avoid muscular fatigue. Most of the single-focus full-frame anamorphic lenses out there are heavy, very heavy. The do-it-yourself anamorphic combos are even more heavy, forcing you to use a good tripod to shoot anything. My biggest frustration was not to be able to travel using an anamorphic lens. Packing with a huge monster lens changes everything when you want to go on a hike or just visit a city. And taking with me a do-it-yourself anamorphic rig was just impossible without a car. This is the Sirui 35mm 1.6x anamorphic lens for full frame. And it fixes this huge problem. With only 400 grams, it's the lightest anamorphic lens out there. Made of carbon fiber, this lens let me finally just shoot without support. It's super light and I can just carry it anywhere. And this is a 35 1.8x Greyjoy lens compared to the weight of the Sirui lens. With a minimum aperture of t2.9, the Saturn lens is far from being the bokeh king, and it will not offer a great subject separation. But it's good at one thing: shooting vistas. Using diopter will help you come closer to your subject, adding a lot of subject separation and more bokeh. Sirui offered the lens in blue and neutral flares. I decided to go for the neutral flares that will take the color of the light source. I really hope that in the future, more brands will copy the idea of using carbon fiber to create lenses, because having a light setup is so liberating. I hope I will have the chance to test out the rest of the carbon fiber set when it's released. And if you want to build your own do-it-yourself anamorphic rig, you should watch this video next.